What's up, y'all? It's me, Terrence, and I'm back with another video. And today we're going to be taking a look at the new movie, Thor, Love and Thunder. This movie is a movie that it's not really an anticipated movie for me. It's not really a not anticipated movie. I don't know. Ever since I seen the title of the movie, they talked about it like some years ago. I always was like, I'm not really interested in seeing this. Sounds like it's about to be nothing but a simp fest. I don't know. It don't seem like the God of Thunder is gonna be doing any butt kicking. Seems like he's just gonna be like, I don't know. I just had my own speculations about the movie, so I wasn't really excited. And then it didn't help the fact that Multiverse of Madness was so trash in my opinion. So I'm like, really, like, man, if that was bad, ain't no way that this movie is gonna be good. So this movie comes in like at an hour and 59 minutes, pretty much 2 hours. You already know, make sure you got a comfortable seat if you're about to watch this movie. Every single movie this side of the decade been like 2 hours long. And I don't want to sound like I'm griping about movies being that long. I just want it to be meaningful 2 hours. Like, don't make it so long and it's just been a bore fest for 2 hours. Make it meaningful, you know what I mean? As you know, in the intro, it's like a brief little warning, but spoilers in this review. So getting right into it, I never was a huge Thor fan. In the comic books, I mean, it's never been like hit a standout character. Like, he's always been like, you know what I mean? Like, Thor, who cares about Thor? Everyone, that's what I used to think of when it came to the comic books. But since Thor been on the big screen, I've been loving the character Thor. I think Chris Hemsworth, I think that's his name. I think he's been doing a wonderful job as Thor. And so that always gets me excited for his movies because a great actor can bring a life a character that seemed dead on paper. And like I said, Thor always seemed like a boring character, but with the way that they portrayed him in these movies and becoming one of the more likable Marvel characters in the cinematic universe. And as you know, all the old cast come back, for this what's this, his fourth movie? I think, yeah, this is fourth movie. I think he got the most movies out of any Marvel character. Other than Spider-Man, we ain't gonna count Spider-Man because I mean different ones, but I think this is his first installment, his fourth installment. So yeah, he's at the top of the list for the most movies, I guess. Well, solo movies. And going into this movie, like I said, I didn't have high hopes for it. So off bail, I'm like, man, it's about to be boring. But surprisingly, this movie was pretty good. And one thing I noticed about all the Thor movies, they mostly have like a upbeat tempo, super fun going, happy, you know what I'm saying? This one don't disappoint with all the witty comments and funny little humor in between. It got a lot of little funny parts like all the other Thor movies usually have. This movie takes place with Thor first leaving off with him hanging with the Guardians of the Galaxy and they going around doing they thug dizzle, you know what I'm saying, trying to save worlds and get a payday in between. In the midst of all this action and stuff going on, Thor decides that he need to find himself, or he gets like to a place where he feel like he need to find himself. So he go through meditation and he realized the thing he really look for is love. Yeah, I know. I said it wasn't really a croon fest, but I thought that's what was going to happen. But actually, they tied it in well. The theme of him finding love and the reason why he wasn't in love or, sticking with the girl Natalie from all the other movies is because he was afraid of losing her. And without getting into too much detail, he ended up linking back up with her. And huge plot twist, or y'all seen in all the previews or whatever, she ended up becoming Thor as well because she picked up Mjolnir. And with her picking up Mjolnir, it's not because she's just like super chosen or whatever. I'm not gonna give it all the way away, but of course she's sick and she's trying to stay healthy, so she picks up Mjolnir. But everything is not all fine and dandy because you have the God Butcher who's going around slaying all these gods, and the reason why he's slaying these gods is because they let him down and they're not what he feel like they cracked up to be. So he feel like, hey, let's get rid of them. So overall, this movie was pretty good, man. It got a great plot, great storyline. It's a couple little misses, it got a little campy moments, and I feel like the ending was kind of drawn out. They could have kind of got to the point a little quicker for me. But overall, I feel like this was a pretty good movie. A whole 360 compared to not dark, but a Multiverse of Madness. I mean, a complete 360, because I wasn't expecting this movie to be this good. And yeah, I do think this movie was very, very, very entertaining, really good, great acting. Everybody did a great job. I love the plot, like I said earlier, and I love the direction that they've taken the character Thor in. I feel like it was pretty awesome. All that being said, I feel like this movie is an 8 out of 10. Yes, this movie is an 8 out of 10. I will go back and watch it again. If you haven't already, I encourage you to go see this movie. This movie is pretty dope. Like I said, it's a couple little parts that stopped this movie from being higher that I really didn't care for. Like I said, it was a little lengthy. I feel like some of the things throughout the movie was like kind of like, why would he do that for when he could do this? You know what I'm saying? Like little nitpicky things, but ultimately those are the things that stopped this from being a perfect 10. And so far for me, this is probably the best Marvel movie that came out this year. Multiverse, I can't say this enough. Multiverse of Madness was complete trash.
Trash.
If you haven't checked that out, check out my review on that. With all that being said, I thank you guys for tuning in, and I guess I catch y'all guys on the next video. If there's anything that you would like me to review, let me know in the comments below. But without further ado, I'll see you next time. God bless and peace.